Greetings, this is Amy Wentley with Chai Knuckles Knitting, and this is episode 2022-24, the alternating two-color long-tail cast-on. In this video, I am going to show you how to cast on using a long-tail cast-on and using two colors. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be starting a brioche hat, a two-color brioche hat, and I want to cast on with the two colors alternating so that they flow perfectly into the hat. So if you already know how to use a long tail cast on, that'll be great. If you don't, there's a link in the description of this video and also here on the screen to a video of mine showing how to do a long tail cast on. This video will cover that also, but you can get a little bit more practice on that video. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and do a slip knot, like we would to start a normal long tail cast on. And we're going to put these two stitches, because there's two loops, because there are two colors, on our needle. And I want to have my contrasting color first. That's my light color here. Contrasting color first, and my main color second. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and set up my fingers with a slingshot. So I've got my tail down here. I'm going to let it hang down here, and these are my two strands of color. I want to have my main color on the left hand side, the contrasting color on the right hand side, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dip my fingers underneath both of these strands and to bring them up, and that's going to set up the slingshot for the long tail cast on. And I grab those two working yarns in the palm of my hand here underneath, and I've got the rest set up like a slingshot. So let me show you that one more time. Come underneath the two strands like this and separate them with your finger, then turn your hand up and you can grab these extra strings underneath to get the tension. Excuse me. So we're going to start out, the first stitch we're going to do we'll be familiar with. This is how you normally do a long tail cast on. You'll take your needle to the outside of the yarn on your thumb and to the inside of the first yarn on your index finger and pull it through this loop on your thumb. Drop the loop off your thumb and pull the stitch tight. And you can get yourself set up right away for that slingshot again just by holding on to those yarns. So for the alternating, to do the blue color now, the dark blue, I'm going to go around to the outside of my index finger, the inside of my thumb, and I'm going to pull through the loop on my index finger, dropping my index finger out. Then I'm going to go put my index finger under that, and I'm set up for the slingshot again. And now I have a blue stitch on the needle. So now I'm going to have a light blue stitch on the needle. I'm going to go to the outside of my thumb, the inside of my finger, through the loop, drop the loop off my thumb and pull tight. Set up again. Then to get the darker color on my needle, I go around to the outside of my index finger, the inside of my thumb, pull it through the index finger loop, and tighten. So I now have 6 alternating stitches on my needle. And you can continue doing this back and forth to alternate. So just to kind of clue, if I lose my place here and I don't know where to start next, I know I want to get a light colored stitch on my needle, so that means I have to start with my dark color. So around to the outside, inside, pull through the loop. To get dark, I start with the light color on the outside, inside, and pull through the loop. And there you go. So that's the alternating long tail, two color long tail cast on. And I will show you here the difference of what this is going to look like. And it's actually very, very pretty. It's kind of a pretty two-toned chain at the bottom. And the colors just lead into the rest of the hat very nicely. It's not quite the exact match of the two-color tubular cast-on. That's what this one looks like. But seriously, the difference isn't that big, I don't think. So I think either way you'd like to do it would be fine. So thank you for joining me for this video. The next video is going to talk about how to start working a hat in two-color brioche. So please join me then. Thank you. Bye-bye.